it's Grace Brion with the Beyond Grace Show, and today we are going to have a little story time, a get to know me story time. So, anyways, but in the future, I will have a story time on if I'm employed or if I'm unemployed. We don't know, and we will find out. So, if you want to know my business, go ahead and subscribe because you don't want to miss that video, okay? Anyways, so to give you guys a little rundown about me and about my life, I was born to Belinthia Annette Scott and Donald Wayne Wyatt in 1989. So I'm an 80s baby. My mom and my dad were not married. Mom and dad were not married. I was conceived unexpectedly, and it only took one time. Somebody say that one time, amen. Mom said it was amazing grace that got me here because she did have complications with her pregnancy with me. She had gestational diabetes and different other complications, I do believe. But at that time, my dad was incarcerated, and he still is. My dad has been incarcerated all of my life. So in my younger years, and still today as a grown African American female, that really affects me emotionally, and that's something that I've been working on for years to actually fix and forgive my dad for being absent from my life. It's not a good feeling being a child at 8 years old or 5 years old, wanting your dad, seeing everybody else's dad go to and come to their different endeavors and celebrate their accomplishments, and basketball games and track meets, little things like that, dance recitals, Christmas programs, band concerts, little things like that hurt me the most. And I guess I was kind of emotional during those times when I was younger. I wanted to really not even be here. Like, I didn't want to be here. Not saying that I wanted to kill myself or anything or do any harm to myself. It's just I wanted to, I guess. Sorry, y'all. But I wanted to, I guess, have another life. You know how you sometimes wish you had another life? I wanted to keep my same mom, but I wanted a different life. I wanted things to be better. But not to be all spiritual, but at the same time, the reason why I'm here, let's face it, is because of God. So not to get all spiritual or anything, but God came to me. He spoke to me as a teenager in my adolescent years. And he spoke to me. He said, "Daughter, I chose you to go through this to help other people, to help other younger people. So when you get older, you'll be able to be a light to them." And I did not understand it at the time, why I was the only one out of my mom's children that didn't have that father in their lives. I didn't understand it. And as the years went by, my dad came out maybe twice in my life. The first time, I was still a baby. I was dealing with emotions, and I may have reacted out of emotions because I did not know how to handle my emotions at that time. So I may have acted out in a way. The second time, we actually tried to make it work. I was in college and everything, and he goes back into jail. My dad has done everything under the sun. But I had to really learn how to really learn how to forgive. And I had to start by forgiving myself, because I started to blame myself for what my dad chose to do in his life. I started to blame myself. I know that's crazy and sounds crazy, but I internalized it, and I started to blame myself. And so God recently, y'all, just delivered me from, that feeling of that I was a failure, that I can never do anything right, and different things like that. But all along in the back of my mind, I knew I wasn't a failure. I put myself through school. I worked 40 hours a week. You can ask the people I worked with. I worked 40 hours plus a week. And I went to college full time for 4.5 to 5 years. I put myself through school, and it was only by the grace of God that got me through that. I obtained a degree in dietetics nutrition. Right now, I work at Memorial Hermann Texas Medical Center, or do I? Make sure you check that video out. But I say this to say this. We never understand what God is going to do and God is doing in our lives. We never understand it at that time. That's why the song says, as I was a little girl, the lyrics play over and over and over in my head. We will understand it better by and by. You may have not understood it. I may have not understood it when I was younger, why I went through that, and why I didn't have a father. And it's very important that female, Black, African American, or just females period, they have their father figure to set that standard and that foundation. So anyways, back to what I was preaching about. You may not understand why God brings you through things. Just know that it's making you greater and it's molding you, and eventually you'll be able to help other people. I was able to help other people this past Christmas with an organization. They're focused on children that parents are incarcerated, giving them gifts, birthday gifts, not only birthday gifts, Christmas gifts, different things, having a buddy system. I was able to send one of the girls out there. She was in tears. If you look back at my other video, you can kind of see she was in tears. I was able to send her a Bible. Just connecting with people that they can relate to me, and I'm relatable. And so I think that's a blessing. It's a blessing to be relatable. People that go through things and are going through things, they love to hear other people's testimonies that are relatable, and that they can talk to about it, and people not judge them. So I thank God for that. So that's my story. That's the beginning of my story. That's kind of who I am. I can be feisty at times. I can be moody sometimes. I have PCOS. It's polycystic ovarian syndrome. I just learned I had that. That is basically a insulin resistant infertility syndrome. I'm not dying though. It's under control. It's nothing bad, but it's controllable with diet modifications and different things that my doctor has me doing. So I'm fine. It comes with a lot of side effects, so it causes me to be moody. But other than that, I am in love with God. I'm in love with God. I have about 6 or 7 friends that I can call friends. I have a couple of family members that I can call true family. No matter what we go through, I can still call them family, and I love them. Yeah, so that is a little bit about me. I hope you enjoyed this story time. It was nothing major. If you like this story time, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you like story times with me and you want to hear more story times, I don't know, you want to know more about me, just let me know. Comment below. Make sure you subscribe and share with a friend. Also, you don't want to miss this story time coming up. Am I employed or am I broke and unemployed? I'm not broke, but am I employed or unemployed? If you want to know my business, make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit the notification button so you can get all of my notifications on everything that I'm doing here on this page. It's going to be a great year, 2018. Love you guys. Take care.